Wagwan, my name is V Prospect, and for the last 15 months, I've been playing Fortnite on a keyboard and mouse. So join me today as I tell you about how I went from 0 to 100 since I switched from controller. The last time I talked to y'all about my keyboard and mouse progression was at the 12-month, the 1-year mark. And so I'm coming back today to launch Season 2 of Keyboard and Mouse Progression. So let's begin. Today, I'm going to talk on 3 major points while I go through my timeline, and that is going to be my coach, my mentality, and my practice routine. So let's get straight into it. So let's start by talking about month 13, because that is where we last left off. My 13th month was kind of uneventful, and I felt like there was a lot of lows, you feel me? Because there's highs and lows in keyboard and mouse progression, and for me, the entire month of November was a low, you get what I'm saying? But anyways, my point is that I didn't feel like I was improving very much throughout that month. But then December hit, and that's when I really started playing to win, and I was playing a lot of ranked, and I kind of forgot about streams and clips and trick shots, and I just went all in for the dubs, you feel me? And that's when I did see an exponential improvement, which is what brings me to my first point, and that is the mentality. Because I've mentioned this before, but it's got to be said that there's a lot of highs and lows in the keyboard and mouse progression. There are some days or even some weeks where I feel like I'm not progressing at all, or even like I'm getting worse. But then there's some days and weeks where it's just exponential improvement, you feel me? Like chemical reactions, like I'm getting better play after play. You get what I'm saying? So my advice to you, if you're switching to keyboard and mouse yourself, is to be patient. Because there's going to be times where you feel terrible, and there's going to be times where you feel like the best. And what you got to do, regardless of it, is keep going. But now let's move forward to talk about my 14th month. My 14th month, like I said, is December, the beginning of Chapter 6. And that's where I started to see some exponential improvement in my own playstyle. And one of the main things that I attribute my success as a player to is my coach 21 turn. Because every couple of weeks, he'll hop on the game with me, and he will 1v1 me, assess my playstyle, and basically tell me what I need to hear. And he hopped on in December to coach me, and the one thing he said to me that stuck out the most was that I'm not playing to win. And over the next couple of weeks, I kind of thought about that, about how I wasn't playing to win. And while I was playing the game, I actually noticed the moments where that happened. And I made that change, and I started playing to win, and I started playing more aggressive. And I've got to say, that ended up being my best month for improvement. I mean, let's compare the before and after of the clips. So really, I think the aggression is the #1 thing I needed. So shout out to my coach, 21 Turn, for teaching me how to be aggressive. But what that brings us to is the 15th month of keyboard and mouse progression, which I'm talking to you from today. So I feel like in the end of my 14th month and my 15th month, I kind of had an awakening with my playstyle. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but what I mean is I feel like a lot of things started to click more than they have ever before. You get what I'm saying? And I genuinely feel like most of my progression has just been in the past, 90 days? Oh, I'm tripping. No, that's 3 months. What's 3 weeks? 21 days, guys. 21 days. But anyways, I feel like lately I've started to hit a lot more banger clips. I've started to 1v1 players who are better than me, and I've been performing significantly better than I ever have. And so in the last couple of weeks, I decided to also take the initiative and make my own practice routine, which I will show you right now. So, warning, shameless plug. But my name's Prospect, Prospct, and I've got these 3 maps right here: Aim Duels 2025, Free Build Simplistic, and Edit Aim Piece World 2.0. These maps, as you can tell by the names, are amazing practice maps. You get what I'm saying? You can practice every single mechanic. So if you do want to support me and improve and get better at the game and practice, you get what I'm saying, search up Prospct, Prospect, on the search over here, and you will be able to see my 3 maps. Like that. So my practice routine has become a mix of that and also 1v1ing players who are better than me. Because 1v1ing players who are better than you is probably the fastest way to improve, because it cuts you down quick, you know what I mean? You immediately learn what mistakes you're making and what good things you might be doing, you know? And the last other aspect of my practice routine has been VOD review. What I've started doing is after I stream, I'll watch my stream back while I edit my videos. And while doing that, I'll see a lot of mistakes that I make. Like how I mentioned earlier, I will notice, for example, moments where I play more passive when I should be aggressive. So I know the last minute or so of this video has kind of been a lot of yapping and a lot of all over the place, But my point to you is, for a practice routine, it's very effective to have good practice maps, to do VOD review, and to 1v1 players who are better than you. If you do those 3 things, I have no doubt in my mind that you will become a significantly better player, the same way I have in the last couple of months. But really, that's all I've got to touch on today in my 15-month keyboard and mouse progression. I feel like, especially over the last couple of weeks, I have had an explosive growth in my confidence and my own skill. So I want to say, you know what I'm saying, shout out to the people who helped me. 21 Turnt for being my coach. Crazy Key, because he's the one that I'm trying to surpass. So shout out you, Crazy Key. I'm going to get better than you, bro. I promise that. But anyways, yo, thanks for watching this video. You know what I'm saying? Hope you're enjoying season 2 of Keyboard and Mouse Progression. We're going to be slapping these bangers out every single month. So I'll see you in month 16.